We thought about it, but I think at this stage it may happen, but I'm not sure it will happen. So we'll have to wait and see. Sorry?
A bit late?
No.
You think just too many hours?
Is it out of the question now, Chris, do you think?
No, I mean...
there's talks ongoing, isn't there?
Yeah, it's still a possibility. It's finding the right fight.
Yeah, I think for 5, they're committed to boxing, but they have to have the right fight. And Tyson Fury obviously showed the success that a terrestrial broadcaster can have. And I think that surprised a lot of people. I think it surprised 5 as well, to get such a large audience. But the plan is really to try and find other boxers who could deliver, similar sized audiences. So at the moment we're talking to various people. Something may happen, and if it does, we will announce it shortly. But at this moment in time.
David, is there an agreement in place yet for Amir's next fight with Prime?
There's no finalised agreement, but we've had very positive talks, and the proposed date we hope would be December the 10th. I think that's still up in the air with HBO, but Richard is having discussions with them. But we would expect to be carrying that fight.
Beyond this, I mean, we talked in the past about starting to do a few fights for free. I think we did the Boutte fight, didn't we?
Yes, we did, yes.
Any sort of more thoughts for...
I think if opportunities come up where we can give fans fights for free, then we definitely would do it. We are a pay-per-view channel. Boutte was an unusual situation. We were offered the fight for free, so we had some production costs, but we thought it was quite nice to feature a super middleweight world champion that fight fans don't normally get a chance to see. So when opportunities like that come up, we'll definitely grab them, and we're not all about doing everything pay-per-view. If we can give a bit back every now and then, we will continue to do so.
We do about 80 events a year, and so there's obviously opportunities as well that some of those fights might end up on prime time as well as free content, because for us I think it's important, for all of us fight fans in the UK, it's important that we do have a home which is committed to boxing. And I think the fact that Channel 5 had such encouraging numbers with the Tyson Fury fight is a very good step, is a very good sign, because when you see that the audience is there, that there is an appetite for the product that encourages broadcasters, and I think that will happen to establish Channel 5 and Primetime as the place to go when it comes to boxing. That basically the audience will be building on Channel 5 and on Primetime for boxing content. For that, if we can help that with giving additional fights, even for free, then we'll be happy to do that as well.
David, Sky's head of sport said last week that they won't be bidding for any box office fights at least until 2013, which leaves the field rather clear. Does this mean you can negotiate with promoters like Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn?
We'll negotiate with any promoters. I don't expect Eddie Hearn to come knocking somehow, but the other guys, absolutely. We will talk to anybody. If the product is right and we feel it's right for pay-per-view, then definitely. I've spoken to most people out there, and I think with pay-per-view being out the window for Sky for the moment, and they have their reasons for that, we're the only option in town. But yeah, the fight has to be right. We don't want to just take everything away and put it on pay-per-view. It's got to make economic sense.
Richard, how likely is it that Amir will meet the winner of Morales of these?
I think it's very likely, particularly if it is Morales. The question for Amir is going to be, he has 2 mandatories, waiting. One of them is Peterson, and the other one is the winner of the August 27 fight between Roberto Ghost Guerrero and Marcos Maidana. The WBA already ordered that Amir would have to fight the winner of that, and the fight Amir would like, and is obviously Eric Morales if he wins. So we'll see. I think there's 3 good names, there's 3 good opponents, and we'll have to see now with September 17th what's going to happen. I believe Amir is going to be in Las Vegas ringside, and because as I said, this is a card which has quite some implications on his career.
There's a suggestion that Bradley might be first in line to face a winner on this.
No. Bradley had his chance.
So what's your time scale, Richard, for Amir now? to fight one of the opponents you've then said, and then how many more fights before possibly Mayweather?
Well, the plan which we developed with Amir was that he is going to fight December 10th. We are trying to lock in as well a March date with HBO for Amir to come and fight here in the UK. So we should probably have that date within the next couple of weeks as well. And then after that, if everything goes well, the idea would be to do, if Mayweather wins, to do the Mayweather fight sometime after the summer. And we are going to be, for that fight, we're going to be looking at what the economics are to get the fight done here in the UK or get it fight done in the US. I have to say when it has happened that if we do it late here, so it's prime time in the US, that it definitely is an opportunity that fight could be in the UK, because again Floyd is a man on his own, and he made it very clear to me that he doesn't want to do a big fight from Wembley Stadium. That's the place he mentioned, and he's giving me his marching orders, and if it can be worked out, it will be worked out. That would be massive.
And we'll be having talks about that moving forward, because I think if it is at Wembley Stadium or the Olympic Stadium, I think the finances become a lot more interesting as well.
Yep.
So as a TV channel, we would definitely prefer the fight to be over here. We think it would be massive, probably the biggest fight that's ever taken place over here.
No, I think it's exciting. It's exciting times for boxing here in the UK, because, as I said, with prime time and more and more Channel 5, you have partners. We have partners which are excited to be in the sport of boxing, which give the sport of boxing the proper priority, which are willing to showcase the 24/7 on other promotional elements. So I really want to thank Chris and David and everyone from your team to make that commitment to the sport of boxing. Sky, I'm not going to knock Sky, even though they decided to exit the pay-per-view business, the box office business. I think they have other sports, they have other priorities, which is fine, which I can understand. But I think for fight fans, it's great news that with Prime Time on Channel 5, we have somebody here in the UK who will be making a commitment to or is making a commitment to the sport of boxing, and to have the pound for pound, in my opinion, the best fighter, certainly one of the best two fighters in the world on Prime Time, to have the biggest pay-per-view event, and there's no question about it, on Prime Time here. Of the year, I think is the right way to continue to build the pay-per-view platform on prime time here in the UK. And I want to thank you all the members of the media, for your support as we embark on that new venture here, and bring more big fights to the fight fans here in the UK. Thank you.